Toyota Tundra. Buddy, it came in for a simple service. And doing a transmission service. Came in our pan. I haven't cleaned it up yet. Looks normal. Truck has around 100K on the transmission. And when I was taking the bolts out, 7 of them snapped off in the case. And I was like, oh my goodness, man, I'm gonna be in big trouble. So what I did was, first, I started to panic, to be honest with you, because I wasn't looking for that kind of trouble. So what I did was, a few months ago, I bought some tools from my my tool rep, snap on there, and the first thing that got me was a brand new punch. Let's see here. It got me a brand new punch. Let's see. Sorry about the focus. I got a new one of those. Okay. Then I bought this stuff like almost a year ago, but then I got this right angle grinder, and I got me some micro carbide bits. Are these the small ones? Sorry for the terrible camera work. But I got the tiny carbide bits, WWB 700B. And I use these, maybe something like that or that, or this one I broke, had a little teeny circle on it. I use that to help accentuate the straightness of the punch hole that I put in the 6mm bolt. And I didn't want this drill bit walking all over the place, so I really took my time. I explained to the customer, I said, hey, look, this is what's going on. I'm gonna try to extract these bolts. If I can't extract them, then I'm gonna have to drill them out. If I have to drill them out, I don't want my bit walking all over your aluminum case and tearing it to bits and pieces. So I got my holes dead straight in my 6mm broken off bolts. And oh, by the way, this truck, has seen plenty of salt action, and the salt got trapped in the collars that keep the gasket from getting smashed. So that's what made the rust walk up the threads and swell the bolt up into the case. So once I did that, then I took my right angle drill with my extractor set. Took my extractor set. My snap-on man he went on vacation after this sale. I went and got my extractor set. I walked up. I apologize about the terrible camera work, but I'm a sucky cameraman. And I was way down here. I started off small, walked my way up, and I tried to extract 2. They just weren't coming out. So, I soaked them and everything. They just weren't coming out. I heated up the case a little bit. I didn't go crazy, just wouldn't come out. So then what I did was I went to my local fastener place. I got some high quality drill bits, and I did 2 steps. I was a little smaller than this one, and I apologize. I forget what size this was, but let me see. Might say on this paper here. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This is the kit I got for removing the 6mm bolt, and they hooked me up with the appropriate drill bit. There's a chart back here so you know what to use, okay? And since I really wanted to use a time surge or something stronger, but I wanted to use something stronger, but the transmission pan bolts aren't torqued on very tightly, so I went ahead with this thread repair kit by Chrislin. Is that how you pronounce it? So I took my 2 steps up, and then I went ahead and I tapped it. I couldn't believe I still had one. I think I've had this thing for like 30 years. But I pulled this out. I remembered after about a week of thinking about it, I pulled this out in my toolbox to, use it with the tap. I tapped the case. I ran my heli-coils up in there. Those are the heli-coils there. Used the tool. And man, even transmission guys were telling me to do some riggy stuff. And my thing is like this: if you are a professional and you claim to be a professional, or at least you're trying to be a professional, you're striving to be a professional, if you can, give professional results. If I get my roof done, not only do I not want it to leak, but I want it to look symmetrical. I want it to look like a pro did it. I want it to look neat, and maybe even some help with choosing the color of the shingles, so it'll, to make my house look better. I have better curb appeal, so if I, let the place go, I'm getting top dollar. So I wanted to share this. I don't know if this would be important to someone or not, but even me, a seasoned tech, I did panic a little bit, because I normally don't mess with these transmissions and doing services, but this is a good buddy of mine and he asked me to do it. So, he's actually a carpenter and plumber, so he understood. He gave me some space to let me do it in my own good time. It's about midnight now at the shop, and I'm doing my thing with this Tundra, and I hope this helps somebody who might end up getting in the same situation as I did, and and be okay at the end of the day. This 84 Vet here, I was rebuilding the headlights and waiting on one little piece for this assembly, and we're going to be getting this guy straight. So yeah, we're doing what we got to do. So hope this helps somebody, and big motor out. Oh yeah, one last thing. I'm messing with this Tundra over here. And this has the active shocks. There's this piece here that goes on the top of the strut, and I imagine it changes the damper rate of the strut. I had to sell the customer everything because the spring broke off here. There's a piece of spring missing, so we're gonna have to do everything. When I called Toyota, this bracket that holds it, they're acting like, you know, like I'm speaking Chinese. So just in case I'm restoring this bracket here, I'm hoping I don't have to reuse it. I want the customer to be able to look in there and see everything new, but sometimes stuff's not available. But old bad boy, he's apart and waiting on a few things. So, and he already did the rear shocks and rear brake pads. This customer came in with all his own parts, but they are factory parts, so I couldn't really, I really couldn't complain. And, you know, in between jobs, I'm knocking out this Honda 3000. So that's some stuff that's going on around here at Big Motor Shop. I'm hoping to get the Jag over here real soon on the lift. And Tricky Ricky, he's going to come over here and help me snatch that transmission out. And I promise you guys, I'm going to do a little series on the transmission, taking it out of the Series 3 Jag XKE or E-Type, taking it to our boy Oogie Woogie Boogie, let him rebuild that Borg Warner, seal it up, get them straight, pop them back in there, throw my new starter in there, my air horns, and man, I can't wait to take that sucker down to Georgetown, show it off. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You gotta say it like Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. And you know, man, it's a treat when you see those XKEs on the road. It's a treat. So I promise I'll keep you guys tuned on that. All right, this is Big Motor out.